Hi everyone, I thought I'd come back and do a quick video, kind of like a What's in My Bag Wednesday. I recently got this Jujube Space Play Super Bee. I got it for our trip over the holidays. I used it as a carry-on bag with my Be Right Back, and I actually have a video on that, on how I packed it up for carry-on with my two kids. I've been using this and my Be Right Back interchangeably, I guess you could say, depending on the type of activity we're going to do. I used this bag today to take my kids to preschool and mommy and me class, separately obviously, but I have everything in here that I used today. The only thing I refilled was my snack pouch, so I can I'm just going to show you what I've got and everything, and this is kind of how it was all day. So whatever's in here is just kind of what I used throughout the day. So let's get started. Okay, so if you're familiar with Jujube bags and you know all about these wonderful things called Super Bees, I was skeptical about getting a bigger bag. I used to have a Be Prepared, and I thought it was much too large for my liking, and I think that had something to do with the fact that it was a structured bag. I loved all of the storage options in there, but it just didn't work for us, so we ended up selling the Be Prepared, and I got a Be Right Back instead, which I love. I use the Be Right Back almost daily, but for, like I said, for my recent travel, I got this Super Bee because I could fit an Ergo baby carrier in here, as well as a fuel cell and some toys and things like that. So this bag is awesome, and if you know the bag, you know that it's got 3 pockets in the front, 2 full bottle pockets, they go all the way down, and then this pocket kind of comes to here, and then there is, I don't know if you can see that, I'll scoot it forward, there's a pocket in the back here, just one snap pocket, and then on the inside of the bag there's 2 mesh pockets and a zip pocket. So I'll just start outside and go from the front to the back and then go in. In this pocket right here, I have a Sip by Swell bottle. I got this at Target, and it matches this bag so nicely. And it's just got water in it for me. In this little half pocket here is where I usually keep my phone, but I'm filming with that. And then in this pocket, I keep my wallet, which is a Be Spendy in the Duchess print. And I don't know, I love this wallet. I've got, you know, plenty of space in here for everything I need. And when I take just myself somewhere, a lot of times I add a long strap and put my phone inside, and it's perfect. In the back here, in the snap pocket, I have this little change pad, I guess you could call it. It's from IKEA. It's machine washable, and it's thin, but it has a PUL liner on one side, and so it's waterproof, and I use it as a change pad for my son because he's 14 months old. So the Jujube change pads are nice and soft, but they're not big enough for him, and I drape this over the surface, and I wash it about once every couple days. So that fits nicely in there. Okay, now I have this bag. It seems like there's a lot in here, but there's so much room. You can fit a ton in here. When we traveled, this bag had an Ergo, a full fuel cell, some coloring books, crayons, some toys, and then I was able to shove my kids' 2 coats and my coat in here. So it fit a lot. So we'll start on the inside. And I really like these Tokidoki pulls because they're nice and good grab to open. So like I said, this is just how it's been today. Can you see in there? It's really full. I will start with just the main part of the bag. So I have a Be Quick and Monarch, and in here I just keep my son's diapering stuff. So I have some Mustela diaper rash cream, and then some Honest wipes, 2 size 4 diapers, a 12-month outfit, and a disposable changing pad. And in the zipper, there's nothing, but there's usually little disposable trash bags for really messy things from the dollar store. And on a side note, I don't know if anyone else has seen this, and I don't know if you can see this on here. You really can't. But my Quick is starting to get these lines on the sides, and I've only washed it a couple times, but I've never put it in the dryer, and I always put it in a mesh bag. So if anyone has had this happen, or if they've seen this and have any kind of tips, I don't think it's going to rip, but just on any ideas what to do, that would be great. So that's the Be Quick. In the main part of the bag, I also have a large set piece from the Era set, and I think this is Imperial Princess, but the inside is the Legacy color, probably because it came as part of the Era set and not Imperial Princess. But this is for my 3-year-old. This is her extra stuff. She's totally potty trained and totally out of pull-ups, but I have one just in case we're going somewhere and it's night and we have to drive home. She sometimes falls asleep. So I also have toilet seat covers and some cottonelle wipes for her. And then I have a change of clothes and a pair of underpants for her all rolled up in here in case there's an accident. And, you know, we've only really had one accident or two out in public, so but I always carry it just in case, and it's good security. Then I have 2 water cups. I have a Contigo flip-top water bottle for my daughter, and one of these Munchkin Miracle 360 cups for my son. These are pretty amazing. He loves this cup. I thought it was going to take him a long time to figure out how to do this, but the very first time he had it, he figured it out in minutes. So, really good. And it's the smaller size. Usually there's a taller cup, but this is the smaller one. I don't know if you saw the flip top. I didn't realize I was holding it up that high. And then the last thing I have in the main compartment is a medium set piece in the Duchess print. It's from the Era set. And this has all my stuff in it. And to be honest, I haven't really gone through here since our trip to the East Coast, so everything in here is basically left over from my travels, but it's all still stuff I use regularly. I have blotting wipes, some body wipes, a lip gloss and a perfume, some Claritin for my daughter, and then I have Gas-X and Pepto for myself, some Advil, hair ties, dental flossers, and a brush. And there's usually cough drops in there, but went through those. Okay, so that's the last thing in there. And then, it's hard to see, but in the zipper pocket, I have an Ouch Pouch, and I got this from Ouch Pouch on Etsy. And in here, I just have Band-Aids, stickers, some antiseptic wipes, some Neosporin spray, some actual Neosporin, Spiffy wipes for teeth. If they ever get anything really chewy, I give that to them. Nail file lotion and some lollipops. And it's not officially like a Jujubee fabric, but it matches the, I think it's the First Lady. So I like it. I like all the black and white stuff together, and all of it matches the space place really well. So that's in there, and I'll turn this around. And in the first mesh pocket here, I have some toys for my son. A little remote, like a toy remote, and a doll. He likes this little teething ring. And then my cousin found him these vintage Little People toys, so I keep one in here. If I didn't have this big bag, I wouldn't have toys that large. I would probably just have a small or a medium set piece full of some little things for him. But since I'm using this big bag, they fit in there nicely. Oh, and I have keys on the key leash. And in the other mesh pocket, I have a pack of hand and face wipes from Baby Ganix, and then a large set piece in Queen of the Nile. And in here is where I have snacks. Again, typically I would probably put snacks in a fuel cell if I was using this bag, but this is what I had in my Be Right Back, so I just threw it in here today. And I refilled this just because I always refill it when we get home, but I have Pirate's Booty for my daughter, and In here for her, there's also a Go-Go Squeeze applesauce. And then for my son, I have a bib and a pouch. He loves pouches. And then someone on one of my last videos gave me this tip about a Medi Buddy. I realize I'm not holding it so you can see it, but a Medi Buddy. So I took all the first aid stuff out of this and I actually put it in my ouch pouch. But in here for my son, I have some Plum Mighty Sticks, which these are a new favorite. And these Earth's Best Sunny Day granola bars are another favorite in our house. And then lastly, I got this idea for Mum Mums. He doesn't really like these plain ones, but it's enough of a distraction for a few minutes for me to, you know, finish my Target run or something like that. So I always have Mum Mums on hand. But he really likes the apple pumpkin ones, so once we get rid of these, we're stocking back up. And that is all I've got in this bag. Like I said, it could hold so much more. In fact, today we went out to lunch after our school, and I was able to fit, I got some groceries because we had lunch at our local grocery store. They also have like a little eatery. And I had leftovers from that plus a few things, and I fit all of that in here with no problem. And the bag is about as heavy as what you put in it, so it's pretty easy to control. The one thing I am learning is that I need a messenger strap. I don't have a Jujubee messenger strap, and that's one of the next things on my list. I think a Be Right Back, or not a Be Right Back, a BFF and a messenger strap come together, so I'm hoping that to be my next bag. If anyone has any tips or suggestions, that would be awesome. And thanks for watching.